Welcome back. We are on our way to the museum to show the pod ages that Douglas Sharper mentioned in his journal, in the new journal entries from 2007. And now we're up at the top of the Great Stairs, and we can see there are some people here. And this is basically the central meeting place. And sometimes you'll see people in really bizarre locations, like this guy who's sitting in the middle of the air, because there are a couple of physics glitches here that allow you to get to those places. Somebody wearing the DRC shirt from Phil Seralto. And you can see people chatting. Everybody who's in the age, basically, you can see them chat here. Or anybody who's nearby enough, because you won't see everybody in the chat unless they're using shout mode. You can see this guy over here, Ex Novo, he's trying to jump up on top of the tent, which is possible. And I have no idea how to do it. But it is possible.
We've got to go down here.
You can
Don't forget.
you can walk up the line, and then there's a couple of places where you can jump to. But it's really hard to do, and I'm really bad at it. Okay,
You coming down to Dakota Alley?
yep. Because I want to register my key here. We'll see why we want to do that now in a minute. Essentially, when the game just opened, you saw a lot of people running around in the city doing a key registration run, just running through the entire city to get all the registrations so they could link everywhere. But generally, if you want to meet people in Uro Live, go here to the plaza at Dakota Plaza, because this is where people tend to congregate. So if you want to talk to people, this is the place to go. One thing you can also see here is that the people list on the left, which just faded out, really nice timing, shows you who is nearby with the arrows next to people. You can see that these two people at the bottom here, they're further away. They might actually be all the way at the library or anything. They're in the same age, but we don't know where. You can see these other people are nearby. Von Schickhoff is the guy we saw earlier in Phil Seralto.
Somebody's come up to talk to us. I don't know,
I'm-
maybe he's not. He's ignoring us.
Yeah, they're just walking around. Normally people will respond if you talk to them. Right now we're not talking to anyone because that, lengthy
That would
chat sessions are not really interesting to watch in a video. Okay.
We did when we were doing
Somebody's climbing in the air there.
Yes.
There's some really weird physics glitches here, which people like to exploit.
When
And the map
we did,
of the city here, of course.
yeah, when we did our practice run, we did get nobbled by one guy who was having problems and wanted us to help him.
Yep,
We did
that
have a
that
little-
happens. Sometimes people. I mean, if you're doing one of the ages and you need help with a puzzle, or you need people to help you with a multiplayer puzzle, this is where you want to go to get help. Either here or the Guild of Greeters Bevin, because that's also a place where sometimes there tend to be people, or maybe Uro Obsession Bevin or one of the other popular Bevins. But this is usually the place where you want to go, with because there's a lot of people there, and you can see a lot of people chatting, which is fun. Just make sure you go to the public instance of Agora, not the neighborhood instance. I really do want to stress that, because that's such a stupid thing to do, to go to the neighborhood instance and then think that nobody else is playing the game. They really should have indicated that better, that difference.
Yes, because that's the logical book. When you're in the book room in your Bevan,
Yeah, you think...
there's
And there's no indication at all that Borrowstone doesn't take you to the public instance, so it's so easy to think that nobody else plays this game. Who'd
This is
think
such
that first you need to pick up your key and then go to the Nexus to go here? Alright, the museum is still pretty much closed off. You might actually think it's a glitch that you can see the grade 0 beam inside, but it's apparently some kind of neutrino beam or something that passes through everything and shows the line when it does. It's not a beam of light that you wouldn't be able to see inside, so that's not a plot hole. They actually did come up with an explanation for that, even though it's a nonsensible technobabble explanation. At least they tried.
And there's a Relto page. Give you the sun
Yes.
and the moon.
Phil had that Relto page,
Yes.
along with the Mystery Night Relto page, which you'll never get. Okay, well, one thing you can see here are these 4 books, and they are what lead you to the Pod Ages that Sharper was talking about. There's 4 of them in total. Sharper only mentioned one, I think, Negulan. There's 4 of them in total. And they are actually, one thing that's not immediately obvious, they are actually the same age. They're just 4 different locations in the same age. And that's not very obvious because your key does refer to them by different names and you don't get to see other people who are in the age. One thing, however, that can make this more clear is this map here, because this is actually a map of the pod age, for lack of a better word. And the pods are actually indicated on it by these numbers, these dunny numbers that are written everywhere. And once we get into the pod ages, you'll be able to see which is which. And you can see that this talks about the pod ages because it has a drawing of one of the pods at the top, just in case you didn't make the link. And it shows you that these symbols on the map are the pods. So there are obviously a whole lot more than 4 of them, but we only ever got to see 4. I guess maybe Cyan at some point wanted to add others as well, or maybe not. But they never did.
Can you see? You can click on this thing to make the map larger,
yes,
down in the right-hand corner. But what are these little numbers and double circles that all seem to be in the water? Do you know what those are?
No, I honestly don't know, and they are numbered as well. But
yes.
They're numbered 1 through 4 by the looks of it. I don't see any numbers higher than 4.
I have no idea what that...
I don't know if that has anything to do with the puzzle. I don't think so, to be honest. Maybe it's a puzzle they intended to do, but never got around to.
Right. I wondered if it might be species of animals, but they'd all have to be aquatic species.
Yeah, well, it might have something to do with migrations of aquatic species or something. I don't know. We don't really know what the Dunny actually did in these pod ages. What they used them for. There's another chart here, and this I think actually both the map and this chart were in Completed Chronicles, even though you couldn't get to the pod ages, and they show various animals that you can see in the pod ages. Oh, my key is getting in the way. I mean, you can see how big they are in relation to people. And you can actually see some of these animals in the pod ages. Okay, well, enough talking about it. Let's actually go to one.
It's this one up here. You want to go to Peripherin? I think it's this one.
Which one?
This one right here.
I don't see you anymore. Oh, there you are. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's that one. And we have to do the share book.
Yes, we have, because these are also private ones, like any other age. So we have to share. We'll just be able to do that before we have to end the video. So let's go to this pod age, and I want us to go to this one first for a reason. We'll see that once we get there.
So are you sharing with me, or am I sharing with you?
I just shared it with you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Didn't come up.
Oh, okay. Let's do it again then. Can you move out of me? Out of the way.
Okay. Okay.
It's working now?
Whoa, wait, you moved too fast.
Oh,
I didn't get a chance to click on it.
okay. Some small technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Okay, now you walked through me. That's why I wanted to move before, but whatever. Alright. We'll go through, and then we'll look around in this pottage in the next video.